Hey friends, I'm so glad you found me. I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly, a physical therapist that uses yoga in just about everything that I do. Each week, I bring you physical, mental, and spiritual ways to heal your pain. This week, we're working through a series of going back to the beginning. Back to the beginning on a developmental sequencing, just like you were when you were a baby. We're working on all of those motions that you developed to move, to develop your core, to develop range of motion. And so this week we're going to work on crawling or the all fours position. Many times you're working in an exercise program and they put you on all fours. So how is it that you can be on all fours and still be safe and comfortable through your spine? So you're going to come to all fours. I love this position and I love to come to all fours. You want to think about making a nice square box. Your arms are perfectly vertical, trunk is nice and straight, thighs are perfectly vertical. So if you have the ability to do this in front of a mirror, you might put that mirror beside you and watch yourself for a little bit just to see what position that you're in. A lot of times I'll give people cueing because they're sitting into their legs like this and they don't even realize it. Or they've got their arms sort of tucked up underneath them like this, and that's going to put a little bit more strain on the wrists. So if you can find a mirror, a full-length mirror, and just get yourself set up and really see what that feels like. And then do the full cat-cow. Of course, I love the full cat-cow. Just getting that range of motion through your spine. As you inhale, let your entire spine sink to the floor, even between the shoulder blades. As you exhale, belly button draws up and in. Take the tailbone down to the floor, drop the head. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Really focus on this core engagement as you round. This core engagement is going to be important as we go to do some other exercises on all fours. So, I want you to kind of feel where you are, side to side. Do you have your weight on all 4 points of stability? Have this sense that your chest is right in the center of the mat. Your belly button is right in the center of the mat. And you're going to find what I call a tabletop position or a nice straight spine. So you've got your core engaged. You don't want to be sagging too much to the shoulders, so your shoulder blades are engaged a little bit. Your face is parallel to the floor, so you've got a little bit of a chin tuck. And you can just hold this position. You can hold this position and rock a little bit. We've all seen babies, get into this position and rock before they actually begin to crawl. So do this without moving your spine. You're shifting your weight back and forth into the hands, into the knees, but you're not going through the full cat-cow motion. You're keeping some engagement of your core as you rock forward and backwards. If you need some padding for your knees, you can always put an extra cushion down on your knees. You can always take a break on your wrists if this is too much. Again, this is a normal position. So if you feel like your wrists and hands are really tight, it may take you a while just to even get on all fours and begin to be comfortable. But it's okay to put some weight onto your knees, even if you have a scar along the front of your knee. It's really okay to be in this position. So now you're going to stay right in the center. And you're going to keep this core engagement and lift a hand. And just breathe while you lift a hand. Again, you want to check, are you in the middle of the mat? Is your chest and your belly still in the center of the mat? Try to keep it in the center. You don't want to shift your weight all the way over to the left. Keep it in the center. Engage that core up and in as you breathe. Right hand comes down. Maybe check the position of your spine. Make sure it's nice and straight in that tabletop. And then lift your left hand. Again, think about keeping all other 3 points down on the floor. You're right in the center of the mat. You might lift your head. That's what Babies do, they lift their head as they crawl. They want to know where they're going. Feel that lower belly draw up and in as you exhale. Rib cage expands as you inhale, and then that left hand comes down. Again, you can play with the cat-cow. You may have felt that in your shoulders. We're just trying to build up some endurance. Think of how long a baby can crawl around on the floor. You gotta have some endurance through those deep core muscles of the shoulder, of the torso, and even of the hips, because now engage into that lower belly, nice tabletop position. Press into your arms, lift that leg. Get some strength in the back of that leg. What we really want to be doing, right, to crawl, is to move that leg forward. So moving it to the hands. Just go ahead and set it right back down. A little bit of cat-cow again. But you have to initiate. You have to lift up that leg without shifting your body weight so far over. So now lift up that left knee. And you can just extend it just to build up some strength through the back side of the body. But think about bringing knee to hands. Holding that pelvis nice and level, engaged in the lower belly. And put that left knee down. So those are some ways that I start to build strength in the all fours position, very similar to how a baby would begin their crawling. I use all fours a lot when I'm down on the floor and when I'm outside and doing my gardening. So the all fours position for me is a very functional position that I use all the time. And so you really need to feel like you've got that strength, you've got that ability to maintain that position in order to get down and do the things that you want to be able to do. For some reason, a floor to me is not clean unless I'm down there scrubbing on it. So if you feel the same way, you want to get into that all fours position. So if you like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it with a friend that you know maybe needs some strength to develop. And tap on the bell so that each week you'll get a notification that I have a new video. I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly, yoga physical therapist. Namaste.